Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the Torgo Entertainment YouTube channel. Torgo here. Welcome back to another gig log, and this time around, a 40-year high school reunion.
Well, then why don't you just give us 2 burgers and fries and Diet Cokes, because we're in a hurry.
We're doing Tucson later, for a business thing, you know.
What kind of business you in?
Not only is this the first time I've done a high school reunion as a DJ, period, but it's the first gig log, naturally, that I'll have of a high school reunion. And I feel like high school reunions aren't really tackled too often by people who do these types of videos, so hopefully this will be a new experience for you. Today, I do the 40-year high school reunion for EFA, Elmira Free Academy. I've mentioned this briefly in videos in the past, that my high school, Elmira Southside High School, does not exist anymore. Schools have merged over the past couple of years, like 10 years ago now, actually. And they doubled the size, but it's still in my high school building, but technically my school doesn't exist anymore. The other main high school that was in Elmira when I lived there was Elmira Free Academy. Now that is a middle school, so that high school doesn't exist anymore. You'll probably notice that I'm encoding some Jackbox Party Pack video in the background because, hey, multitasking. But through some contacts that Rachel had, some people on the committee for the 40-year high school reunion of EFA got a hold of me. Actually, they got a hold of me while I was driving down to Chicago for SSNCT this year, and we were able to make things work. Today's event takes place in Ill Eagle in Elmira, New York. Let's go to the map and show you exactly where that is. It's about 20 to 25 minutes from Corning, as are most things in Elmira. Not too bad there. Now, this is going to be interesting. I've never played this venue before. I have, however, been in the bottom part, because it's just a restaurant on the bottom. My dad, however, who I've talked about briefly on this channel in years past to differing amounts of success, had a wedding there a couple years ago, so he sent me some photos of the wedding that he had there, so I can get a kind of feel for the layout, because I'm not bringing enough stuff, and it's not as ornate as a wedding, so I didn't feel like I really needed to visit ahead of time. And from what these photos show, no, I don't really need to know anything ahead of time. All my lights are also battery operated now. Back when I had the totems with the moving heads, which I still have, but I don't really bring them anywhere anymore, that was when speccing out the joint, casing the joint, was far more important for new venues, especially if they were farther away. In this case, it's not that big of a deal. It's a 4-hour affair from 6 to 10. Rachel will be joining me on this one. She's assisting today. And on the Thursday before the event, so the day before yesterday, I had received, which I didn't realize I was getting, a song list of all the songs they would like to hear over those 4 hours. Now, they had told me ahead of time that they wanted to hear primarily 80s music. Being a class of 1984, that makes total sense. I was ready for that. But then they handed me the list of songs that they wanted, and it is 210 songs deep. There's actually 5 pages right here. I ran the math in Virtual DJ and made the playlist. It is over 15 hours of music. I was talking to Phil about this, and he said, weren't the Chipmunks popular in the 80s? Just play everything triple speed, you'll be fine. But a lot of the stuff is just stuff you wouldn't play in that kind of setting. Freebird is on there. 15 songs on their list were over 6 minutes in length. Nothing wrong with that, but theoretically, I could just play those 15 songs and still have more than enough time for the entire event, and that's not how I want to do things. But we'll see what happens. I hope you're ready for this one. Again, sorry for the kind of amateurish angle and everything. As you can see, I'm just encoding some video. You will see this tier list of all the Jackbox Party Pack games once we actually get through all 10 and I can record it with all my people on Discord. Link in the description if you want to join us for playing the games or chiming in with your opinions on that or anything else, really. I'm trying to get the Discord thing really happening. But let's go on ahead to this high school reunion, and I hope it'll be a good time. Let's go. When you have a city building, it makes it a little unclear what's going on, so there's not too much to explain. You pull in there, that light blue line gets you in the building to where the elevator is. Then we have to take the elevator with all the gear up to the second floor where the dark blue line gets us where we need to be, in the bar area with the overlook. A quick pan over to the gear. I will make this extremely brief. You've seen all this before. We have the tube lights, we have the up lighting, we have the Danny Max Infinity board, and everything in between. You know that. Only time to level up. In the slowest moving elevator possible. Let's go. And I'm back. It's a week after the event, and that went really well. Like most high school reunions, the first portion of the evening was pretty slow. A lot of conversing, a lot of eating. That last hour is really when all the dancing took place, which I knew going in. And finally, people started requesting 80s hip-hop in particular. Now, if you know that genre, you'll understand that all those songs are super long, and a couple of them are a little samey, so I had to exercise some judgment as to which ones I liked and which I thought would go over well, and I pulled out some songs I haven't played in a very long time, and they seemed to really gel with it, so that worked out great. You can see my Nintendo Switch in the background. I'm about ready to do some more Jackbox on Discord, which again, link in the description if you're interested. So that's why it's set up like this. I'm getting ready for other events this evening. That takes care of that gig log. A playlist will be at the tail end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. The next video, I will have some sort of vlog regarding Power Morphicon, which I'm on staff for this year. It's not going to be a terribly nerdy video. I mean, it definitely will be to an extent. But I'm running sound for panels, so maybe I'll show what gear I have at my availability for that. And I have a wedding after I come back from that right at the beginning of September, and then that's it for weddings for the rest of the year, unfortunately. But until then, I'm Torgo with Torgo Entertainment, and I'll see you at the next gig. Take care. Where do I look?